Hi everybody, Jason here. Welcome back to some more Being a Being. Today I want to talk about being introverted and how some people frown on it and why we really shouldn't. This whole idea was inspired by somebody I follow on Twitter. Her name is Shinjini Das. She talks about in an ebook that she has this whole idea of introversion as a gift and not a liability, and I thought that was a really cool concept that would be worth discussing because it really hits home with me. Um, I'm getting really comfortable on camera, and it may seem like I'm not a very introverted person, but in society, in work, and the non-internet world, I've always been extremely shy, extremely quiet, extremely socially awkward. I used to think that I was weird or abnormal, and it was a bad thing to be this way. I'd heard a lot just in various things I've read and seen, and people I did actually talk to that, being quiet and not social is just awkward and bad, and it's just not a good way to be. That every time you're out, you need to make conversation and engage people and live it up at parties and yada yada yada. And that would be me not being true to myself and who I am. I've always been a thinker and a quiet one at that. I like to sit in quiet and think about life. That's part of where the inspiration for a lot of the different things I talk about comes from, because I do take that time. That ties into the whole vibrations that we send into the universe. And there's the whole concept of meditation, and if you sit and focus on ideas, they'll come back to you and they'll manifest in reality. And I really buy into that. And if I wasn't as quiet and introverted as I am, I wouldn't be able to tap into some of these cool concepts and thoughts that I have. And that also ties back into what I talked about when I said that we all have gifts and we need to know how to find them. And I truly believe that one of my gifts is the ability to gather my thoughts alone, and focus and reflect on them so that I can share them with other people who might feel the same way but not know how to express it. And that's one of the goals behind my channel. I want to unite people who feel like they wouldn't otherwise have a voice or a place in society. I want the thinkers to get their thoughts out, and have a safe place to do it where they're not going to be judged. And that's just where this is coming from. So yeah, your introversion it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And of course, there's nothing wrong with being extroverted. You have gifts that introverts don't have. You know how to engage people and spark a fire in them and motivate and get them talking and everything. And that has its own uses in life. I imagine the ideal skill set would be a good combination of both. And I think we all have the capability to do both, but I do think that people lean one way or the other, either extroverted or introverted. I don't think that there's a lot of true multiverts out there. That's what I'm going to call them. I don't even know if that's a thing. I haven't actually researched it, but we're going to call them multiverts from now on. So if you are a multivert, let me know, because it's a trait I envy. Don't confuse envy with jealousy either, because I'm not saying I have to have that or I'm missing out in life. I'm just saying it would be useful to have at times and help in certain situations. And that's another thing. Introversion is useful at work too, or in your career, or in life when you have challenges that need to be solved. Um, you have the capability to sit and think things through because you're so used to being alone with your thoughts. Whereas, the extroverted side of you may be a little too excited to think your way out of a problem sometimes, and it's just a neat way to think about it, and a cool concept to explore. The fact that introversion has its own set of superpowers, and same thing with extroversion. And I think it's really crappy that people look at people who are introverted as weird and awkward and everything, because they're not. They're beautiful, they're intelligent, they're thinkers, and they're the idea creators in the world. And let's just be a little easier on the people who don't necessarily have the same comfort level getting out there and socializing as you do. That's what I'm really trying to say. It's not something that should be frowned upon, no more than I should frown on somebody because they're extraordinarily extroverted. I don't find anything wrong with that either. It's just who we are. It's part of being unique and similar at the same time. So whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, or a multivert, let me know. I would love to hear what you people think on this, and see what can come out of it. Maybe we can talk about it some more, but I just wanted to touch on it really quick because it was fresh on my mind, and it's a cool concept. And I guess I'm going to go back to being introverted and thinking now. In the meantime, keep being awesome beings, and we'll talk soon. As always, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, please click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends. Thanks for being awesome beings.